Mr. Miner. Thank you, Mr. Miner. Farm alarm? It's a farm alarm. Are you musicians as well? I just felt like jamming. prominent. Never would have guessed that. I guess I did though. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh yeah, I see. Is it a new name? This one. I don't know.
The one I'm playing.
The one I'm playing. I love stealing and cheating. I like watching Bender sing country songs. That makes me feel happy inside. Let me think. What my favorite song is? I don't know. There's a lot of them. I really enjoy Fish. As anybody who watches this channel kind of knows, I really dig Fish. But I don't know. King Crimson. I like learning songs to see how different players learn. And I like watching different teachers to see how different teachers teach too. I've watched, I don't know, countless thousands of hours watching other instructors. And I've watched all the charts showing pentatonics and then how to see everything on the fretboard. I took college level courses, and then I took like 3 other series of college level courses. And through watching how to, I don't know, like dissect the classical song and try to learn how to play it with having, you know, a no finger set was really hard. And now, like 20 something years later, it's very interesting how it all comes together. It took time though. I guess my favorite song would be anything that has a progression that feels good, that you could kind of get out of the pocket, experience the music abstractly from it, and then come back to it, which is why I like Fish and Zappa and Crimson and all that sort of stuff. I like pretty songs too, stuff that sounds good, you know. So just sitting around and playing guitar, like doing like, and then having somebody jam over the top of it. That's like my favorite thing in the world to do. Just like in life, most of my music has no direction, but it's there. And then using a little crazy music relativity, pull it out of the pocket. Dynamic, how are you? Nice, you got a bass going? Tell me what key you like playing in. I can modulate. Pretty sure I know all the inversions. If not, there's always room to grow. Have you tried Bossa Nova? You're playing bass. Have you tried Bossa Nova yet? Hi, Michael. How are you doing? I felt like throwing on my favorite pair of shorts, I guess. One of my only pair of shorts.
Michael songs!
I felt like grooving and noodling. My hand was hurting earlier. And the only time I'm really not thinking is when I'm trying to play. And I don't want to think. Don't know Bossa Nova? Cool, you got your bass out. Are we in tune, Dynamic? I'm going to play Bossa Nova in the key of D minor. All you really need to do is play your D at the 5th fret on the A string, pluck down on and let your finger fall to the note below, and then you're going to go right below it to the 5th. You're going to go 1, 5, 1, 5, 5, 1, 1, 5, D, A, D, A, G. That's all we're doing. And then 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3. And then again, it goes back to the head. I'm sure you'll figure it out, right?
He says he's on it.
That'd be a good A part. And then I would say for bossa nova, it'd be fun to change tonality. So while I change to a D dominant 7, maybe a D dominant with a 9 in there, you can still groove over the top of that same D to A, because it doesn't go away. Then how about G minor, C major, and then A minor. Again, with our D major, or D dominant 7, or D9, to our G minor. We're kind of floating between B flat major, F, and G. And then maybe like a, what key were we in? We were in D. How about 2 secondary dominants? So we do like an F sharp diminished. No matter where we want to play it. And then because we're going back into A, let's throw an E diminished. Best one. We can do an E11 diminished. We can do an E7. No, we were in D. My bad. C sharp diminished. And then it goes right back into our D. Here's what it'll look like. Whoop, 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 whoop. Da 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 major right here. G minor. C major. Hey. And we're gonna be going A minor, and then we're doing our D major 7 again. And after we do this, we're gonna need a secondary dominant. So here's our F sharp diminish and our C. I can't read that. My eyes are too messed up.
Michael Song said that he sees it the star of the shows.
Yeah, this guy. It always is.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's what I said. Oh, that's pretty.
What I've learned in my vast experience with music, I am never the star of the show.
Oh, you're the star, baby. You're the star. You're always the star.
Does make a little transition for me on the A minor to A major common tone switch. Here comes a sharp diminish. So how about like a... Yeah. Bossa Nova's fun. You don't always have to go out weird on there. Yeah, it's what time is it? It's like 6 something? It's almost 6 o'clock, yeah. This is like our evening time. Boy, did I have a hellacious day. I'm dealing with the insurance agencies. I got hit by somebody, and now
Do you like some
I'm
water?
held the proof of burden to prove how much my vehicle is worth, and they undersold me on it, or they gave me less money, and it was really horrible. Like, and I can't even afford to get the new work because I can't find a truck that's under $10,000 here. So it's kind of crazy. I didn't do anything, and now I'm held responsible for somebody else's decision. And the only thing I can do is accept it and be okay with it after I write a couple stern letters. Other than that, thank you for the cup, Michael. Again, we love them. Yeah, it's a real bummer. that groove from earlier. It's kind of bolsero.
Jeffrey!
Jeffrey boy, how you doing? I didn't want to go to dominant. Feeling some like incubus. Hey, I want to give a shout out to a gentleman I've been watching on their channel. The name of their channel is Tech Death Hippie. I really dig it. It's like heavy metal. They're explaining the different variations of playing like drop D and how to get through like something other than just what we've heard on all the drop D songs. They actually explain a little bit behind why the inflection behind this chord and behind this chord are so terribly different, and then how to use different scales and stuff over the top of it. It's really cool. I'd say go check out their channel, Tech Death Hippie. Very cool. Very nice dude, and yeah, teaching a new student how to play, learning how to play with a pick and stuff like that. It's really cool. So beginner kind of material, not him, but he's teaching beginner type of material. It's a perfect place to learn how to play in a little bit. As far as like drop D, play drop D on some country. I like tooling around on metal. If I had to have my choice playing any instrument on metal, it would most definitely be playing drums.
Are you gonna go into Tool?
Nah.
You gonna play tough for Michael Song?
I can play tough. Yeah, I might play some originals. I was just doodling actually. I felt like not thinking and playing music helps. Oh, how about I just write a song I've never played for anybody, except for maybe Rachel. Do I have to tell a story? One more moment in your eyes. Told you what I wanted to. Would you think me somewhat wise? Do I have to take a sunset? One more story in your eyes. If I told you what I wanted to, would you think me somewhat wise? Can we take apart a morning? One more needle made for hay. If I told you what I wanted to, would you simply walk away? But tonight, why don't I? But tonight, why don't Wee wee!
Use some breadcrumbs so you can find your way back. Musical breadcrumbs.
But tonight, why don't I? But tonight, why don't I?
The all new Hold a Note challenge. How long?
2 minutes. I don't want to do it here though. I would need nitrous too.
New stream. No.
Just
No.
joking. Jokes are bad. Although that could have been helium. I meant to say helium for those of you watching who are under the age of 18.
Herbs are good, drugs are bad.
Yeah, drugs are bad. Ish. Bad-ish. Whatever. You do you. I don't care. You're not my concern. I'm not your daddy. Harmonic. Really? Harmonic minor. That was fun. I'm having a blast grooving. I have your musical knowledge. I want to be able to speak it, but I'm early stages. Oh, tell you what. Let me blum it down. The idea is there's like, in my opinion, which don't take my opinion seriously. There's like 4 stages. Somewhat seriously on the first one. Knowing your fretboard is essential and understanding you need to do everything. The things that it took me to do what this is, it took 4 hours understanding each concept and then 20 to 200 hours of practice on that concept and then combining them with different concepts till you move to a level 2 where you understand every single triad and you could understand your musical theory, like your circle of fifths, and see how chords interact with each other. Be able to say, key of B has 5 sharps: B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and then being able to name every chord: B major, C minor, D minor. So when you go through that, or C sharp minor, D sharp minor, blah blah blah. When you can go through everything like that, it doesn't all make sense at first, and then it starts to. So
bite-sized pieces.
Bite-sized pieces.
Where
So
would
pick
you
your
start
genre
with
that you like, and then whatever your genre is, try the exact opposite. So mine was, I liked jazz. It's still what I do now. I love jazz fusion, like Fish, King Crimson, Pink Floyd, Frank Zappa. In fact, all we really listen to when I'm not playing or we're listening to Fish or Zappa is Fish or Zappa-esque type music, or new bands that,
like Gentle Giant.
yeah, that are just out of nowhere.
Or that kind of fusion-y, or like Garage Mahal,
Yeah.
or even
Yeah.
like Primus, or just kind of different time signatures.
But
right?
don't denote, learn every single song you possibly can on every instrument, and go play with people. And remember this: nobody cares, not one person. Nobody cares what you sound like, because they think they're better than you. That's the narcissism working. So nobody cares, and if they're like, "Oh, good job," it's whatever. Until you're like, they're like, "Wow, good job," and then you're like, Thank you.
As long as you
And be
care.
humble and be awesome. For like 10 years while I was playing music, I would beeline off stage because I didn't want to talk to people. Long story short, when you have delusional concepts inside your brain, it's somewhat hard to kick them. And being able to talk about things and having a clear mental state while playing music is also good. So if you're playing your instrument, learning it while you're drinking your booze and smoking your pots, it is sometimes hard to regurgitate like while under the influence. You have to be under the influence again to regurgitate that for some reason. For some people, not for others. So I would say, long story short, is have a regiment, follow it 5 minutes every day, and when you can start naming like C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and realize the same pattern, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G is the same, you go through your circle fifths. C, G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, C sharp. Once doing that, don't go for speed. Go for knowing the note. Try alternate picking, which is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Go real slow. And if you're not good at doing that, you just put your hand over here and you go down, 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 down. Then you do the next string, down, 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 down. And if you can't hit just that string, you don't move on from A and E until you can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you do that, that turns into like turns into rock and roll, heavy metal. If you play without the downs and you just do it as eighth notes, turns into pop rock or, you know, doo-wop sometimes. Let's see here. I've been listening to all genres. Metal is what I was raised on. Nice. Hail Satan. And the 50s current genres. Yeah, I love 50s. I've been listening to a lot of like Andy Williams and Burt Bacharach and, you know, the products that came out of that, like the Tom Jones, and then, you know, not towards the hippie side. Like if you listen to like, what's that band that I love? Oh, the Guess Who. They've got like a million hits that are amazing, but nobody knows them besides Notes Up Tonight on Your Kitchen. Somebody, yeah, with your fries. I don't know lyrics. Down, up, down, yeah. Down, up, down, forever and ever and ever and ever. And then essentially you realize that practice is the practice of the practicing. You add a 9 chord onto that, and then you work on dynamics. You work on relativity. Find out what these chords are, where you're going, why it sounds like it does, and how it pulls and push. Then you play songs that have them, like, what is that song? There's not too many chords yet. Satellite.
Foot 5.
Foot 5. Yeah, you just play the songs that use those. And you know, there's not a lot of 9 chords in heavy metal that's not neoclassical punk or something like that. So I wasn't exposed to it playing Metallica. So now that I'm listening to bands that are way above my ability level, I laugh at how awesome it is. What up, Mad? How you doing? Oop, I missed that one. How do I go back on the Seasons? Ooh, Vinyl Baez. Wonderful.
Had my vinyl Joan Baez blowing away when this woman eyes that see in the dark by Kenny Rogers blew away Joan Baez record instantaneously by mere thought of this woman.
Speaking of Kenny Rogers, man,
cool.
talk about the funkiness that he.
Yeah.
What condition? What is that in G? First time.
Kenny Rogers in the special edition.
I just stopped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, that's a great tune. Joan Baez. Speaking of Joan Baez, my mom just left this ethereal world. And I remember she loved Joan Baez. And when I was a kid, sitting through Joan Baez was like listening to 2 cats fight on a tin roof on a hot summer day. And now that I'm a little less of an idiot, I love Joan Baez. It's just so heartwarming to hear that voice. It really is. It is what I think of like, let's try to give Americana another shot. Music. Let's try not to take old tall tales and talk about how the South and how America was great, but let's talk about people getting together and loving each other and how to,
Speaking of
not
wars,
fight but mend. It was definitely the dynamic that I wish the '60s would have ended up as.
Speaking of wars, Dynamic Gamer was asking if you ever thought of learning ballads like Fade to Black, which was...
Oh, yeah. What was Fade to Black was off of
wasn't that Johnny Get Your Gun? Johnny.
No, it was
got his
Metallica,
gun.
wasn't it?
No, but it was based off of the story
off
Johnny
of...
Got Your Gun,
yeah.
Is that Fade to Black? Da, 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 da.
I think that's when did Johnny got marching, huh?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. There was a story about this guy who was wounded in war. Johnny got his gun, and that's what Metallica based the song off of. And it talks about the horrors of war and what soldiers, especially when they come back, what they go through. I read some books that were really graphic. Oh, Michael Songs thinks the one I'm talking about is One.
One?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Fade to Black then. I remember the album Fade to Black, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it had the double 18th, double 16th notes. Man, it's been 25 years since I've tried to play this. It needs two guitars too. Or maybe not, maybe I never learned how to play it. To sing over that is really hard. It must be a power chord. You know what? I'll do a how-to video on that. That'll be really good to retouch back on some Metallica. After Load and Reload, I was like, no thank you. Traditional Metallica was amazing. But, in the 90s when I saw 3 semis pull up to a kid's house and they all had Metallica gear, and the kid got all these different amps and all these shirts and signs and posters and drums and all this stuff signed, and what did they do? They played basketball. It was such a letdown to wait for Metallica in the raffle in the series that everybody watched. There wasn't internet like there is now. And then when they pulled up to the kid's house in Nowheresville, it could have been me. And it wasn't. It was some kid and they played basketball for an hour and a half. And I remember thinking, what's wrong with our reality? And not to be weird, but 2025 is a great example of what's wrong with our reality. Timing. Yes. I can't remember.
Maybe you can play bass and sing at the same time. Do you have any?
Very much so.
Do you have any tips for a dynamic gamer who's been trying to learn to do that?
I learned the best and the worst possible way. I learned by 2 brothers that I held a bass, they put it in my hand and showed me where to put my fingers, and they both tapped rhythms. One would keep 4, and the other person would keep polyrhythm, and then they would both sing harmonies in my ear while I sang, and I was just like, what was one of the ones? Like Marrakesh Express. I remember going over Marrakesh Express and I had no clue how to play bass, but I knew how to sing the song, so I just played whatever note came out, and over doing it 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 times with them, played the bass line.
They were very persistent.
They were very persistent. So within 2 months, I was going from know nothing about how to play anything to just rocking out. No musical theory. I made it 15 years playing music, just doing what I do well by ear. Talent, but no real I just didn't get it. The art is in the practice. The art is in the understanding, and it's the journey. And then once I combined my lack of the Western world and my appreciation of the mystic Eastern world, music made a lot more sense. and that's how I got down to it. Timing is really it too. Put it on a metronome and practice one concept until you get it. As far as the bass itself, watch 4 or 5 different types of bass players. Watch bass players that use picks. You know, classically from geez, I can't believe I'm blanking out. Chris Squire from Yes uses one. I think Les is more pop now. Who else? I mean, from Gentle Giant, yeah, absolutely. Tom, how about like who's another big? Oh, Geddy from Rush.
Oh, Geddy
Yeah,
Lee.
just watch Rush and get down with a pick. And what happens is you get those timings I was aforementioning, where you do them about here, and then you learn a trick to let your hand go as loose as possible while kind of doing up and down with your hand and completing what you would consider a figure 8 or an infinity.
Why is it impossible?
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I played a bass with a band that wanted to do that. We did like 3 songs.
If you can't do
None of them
just
sounded
don't do
good.
it.
Yeah, it was like, why are we doing
Don't
this?
do
We
it.
did Limelight. We got the idea of Limelight, but everything else was just ridiculous. I didn't even know how to count music back then. It's so funny now because I try to explain stuff like, you know, to a bass player. How about this? As a bass player, turn on Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, and learn how to play every single note of it. And then when you know every single note of it, go out and try to play it whether other people are playing with you or not. I know that sounds crazy, but when I learned how to play Allman Brothers on drums, the first thing I did was I set up my drums outside and I went to play, and I had people come over and nobody knew what I was playing. I just kept playing through the whole songs that I knew because I wanted to get it out. So by learning how to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, you'll be playing in 7. If you count it as 4 and then 3, you've got the changes of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. When you can count and play money at the same time, you'll have no problems playing anything and singing in the future. Money! You can even sing it off time. Is a crime.
Night, Michael Songs.
Good night, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Aloha to you.
Maria too. We love
Good
you guys.
night.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see.
You should have played tough for him.
Should have. Oh, here we go. Sign you off, buddy. Thank you for hanging out with us. If you haven't checked out Michael, check him out on Sundays. Wonderful original music, and he and Maria run a wonderful show. It's lots of fun and great, wonderful music community onto which we've met a lot of people.
He dropped his link. So
Oh, good. Check out the comment section, and we'll repost it. Talk about the weather. Say no, not another day of this. Forgetting all the answers are at your fingertips. They're kept outside until laying stones side by side, watching as some change over time, reaching out in others what lays contained inside until. Hi, Maria. Are we too late? Lock the gate behind you if you're on the way. If not, you plan to stay. Not too tough to ease your day. Take a page.
Or your night.
Anybody get that reference?
The keys is in.
E major, so you can play E major,
Rufus hates the,
F sharp minor, G sharp minor,
Rufus hates
A
the loud
major,
account.
B major, C sharp minor, D sharp diminished, and then back to E. night you plan to stay. Not too tough to ease your day. So tough to ease your gaze. It's Deborah messing.
Peter and Lois show, everybody.
Good night, Michael and Maria.
Good night, y'all.
Aloha, Po.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Love you guys.
My life is quite strange. Stop staring at the wall. I felt insane, but now I'm staring at the sky. I'm staring at the sky, wondering why. Our days are so late. Stop complaining about the time we didn't save. But now I'm staring at the sky. Yes, I'm staring at the sky, just wondering why. See? Always, they're not brains. Stop thinking about the math, I get it anyway. But now I'm staring at the sky. I'm staring at the sky, wondering why. I'm crazy. I'm lazy. I bet you ought to. Do I listen to Tribal Seas? I don't, but I'll check them out and I'll learn it. It's called In Your Eyes.
Yes, sir.
Two most important parts of a song: the intro and the outro.
That's right.
All right, want to switch? I'll play
When to
melodica.
start,
You
when
play
to-
guitar. Try that. Tribal Seeds. I don't know my big book, but I'll remember it. I can't remember like 1,000 tunes from
Tribal
here till
Seeds.
tomorrow, but I will remember Tribal Seeds. Word association. Tribal. I'm thinking rusted root, so I'll remember seeds.
I was thinking the same thing. Get out of here.
You're a hippie. None of that, you hippie. Take it away, I'm back on now. Take it on a little down.
This might
Say my
not be
nose
so
in the
soothing.
doorway. Look up. Put it in. I have no
If
clue.
Michael and Maria wanted soothing, they better have turned off already.
Tell you
Better have
what,
turned it down.
I think I'm going to let Rachel do one song on her own.
What are we doing?
Just play a song on your own. It's your time to shine.
Oh, on the spot.
Yeah.
What do you want to hear?
Your favorite song ever.
Oh, Maria says they played with those guys back in the 90s. Yes, I had actually heard that, Maria. I heard Michael Songs tell that story a bit during one, I think the opening of one of his things. Oh, so nice. On the spot, I don't know what to play because I'm more of a support crew.
Play D major to C to G.
I'm more, Wago, you know I'm more support crew. You know how I am. He's coming back, so you guys don't have to suffer through it alone.
These are my pants.
I'm gonna cover that up.
I have briefs on underneath.
Good. Oh, and again in the 2000s, are they still? I think they are still.
I think they're
right?
still together.
I think I have this.
Their sound has changed a little bit, but it's still kind of the same. You can't lose that voice. I would like to reach out my hand from this hell, reach and tell you wrong. You say no. Well, lift me up when going on from this hell, reach and tell you wrong. Wanna say we're young. Now I would like to hold my hand. I wouldn't run, no, I wouldn't run. Now I would like to hold my hand. I wouldn't run, no, I wouldn't run. Send me away, send me away, send me on my way, send me on my way. Ooh.
Maria, I want to know why they called you maniacs.
Send me on my way, send me on my way, on my way. Send me on my way, on my way. Woo! Send me on my way, on my way. Send me on my way,
Alright, Maria says, well, off to sleep.
Well, off to sleep.
Oh, good night, you guys. That was good.
We have all the beautiful people.
All right, enough.
All right, enough. You're done.
Enough of the old double R's.
How funny.
Birds. Birds.
There's light in the world, folks. There's light somewhere.
Oh, yes.
Nice. I thought that was derogative at first.
You sent us on our way.
And then my second thought was, which one of us?
Oh, Michael.
I'm a little overweight.
Michael Songs, you sent us on our way. You sure did.
I sure did.
Now get out of here, cutie pies. Go to sleep. Go moi moi.
I sure did. Ooh.
Big sips. As Ali G would say, hydrate everybody.
Mug.
Ali Patches.
Join the
I got
cult,
my other
get the
mug
mug.
around here
Join the
somewhere.
cult, get the mug. Join the cult,
Oh, the mug
get the
club.
mug. James Gandolfini.
got double mugs. We have Wes and Allie mugs, and we have Michael and Maria mugs. 2 and 2. I'm cut off from buying memberships on channels, but I can buy mugs.
Good. Yeah, you're cut off.
Yeah, I can't do memberships or we'll go broke. Just want to give it all away.
Broke as crack. Don't do no drugs. We're just in the bottom percentile. Thanks to tariffs, can't get a new truck. What is up with that? I don't want to talk about those people.
Just don't. That's a different channel for you.
Yeah, it is. So I have another channel. If
Have a
anybody's
date.
actually watching us
My friend.
pontificate over here, the other channel is called My Friend, My Friend.
Do you want me
It's
to drop
just
the
me.
link, honey?
If you want.
If you feel like it.
Dates. So good.
Watch me work for Wago.
Yeah, if you want to check out that other channel, I got 37 viewers.
I'm
Subscribers.
gonna find you.
I need 50 to get on there and do live streams. I would just like to live stream and rant about funny stuff and hard stuff and weird stuff. Really? How interesting. I'll have to look that up. Wing Goat! How you doing?
Oh, sup, Wingo.
Tell you what, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I checked out The Crow and I learned the first 5 minutes of it. I got to say, I can devote some time to it. But if you're a guitar player and you want to learn how to play that rather than watching some idiot like me do it, sitting down with that video that has the tabs at the bottom and kind of looking at it and getting accustomed, the hardest thing to do besides just the open tuning is when they're doing the thing at the 4, the 5, and then the pull-offs. It's a feeling called a double thump, or it's a motion where you're playing like down, up, and you're actually getting multiple notes by hitting an open note. That is what 90% of these really cool guitar players that do like this, like, they do this strumming. So the chords that they're playing, the song itself isn't too terribly hard, but I could try it right now. I'd have to watch it to do it, but I did sit down with it, and I'm not ignoring you. I just, my mom died last week, or 2 weeks ago, and I crashed my truck, and I've just got so much on my mind right now.
It's been a little bit of a...
I can handle doing 3-chord songs right now, but actually sitting down to something that takes a little bit more finesse. The last song I sat down that took some finesse like that was a Led Zeppelin tune, but I will get to it. It's just going to take a little minute. And if you are new at guitar, or you can play it too, and you're looking for advice or whatever, if you're just trying to see if I can do it, I just can't do it right now, but I think I can. Yeah, this is Rachel. The Rachel. I know you see her in the comment section.
I can't find your my friend link. I know.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I do it when I'm, she's generally running around errands in Hilo, and we're there or she's home.
Yeah, he does it at his teaching studio, and I usually just am not there.
And then on the first Friday and sometimes the first Saturday, you'll see her at work chat. But yeah, she plays music too, sings, has fun. Has the music fun.
I'm not a musician, but I just like to. I just like to be
you're
around.
kind of in the band now, so.
Oh, now I get to be after all these years.
Yeah, but I'm not paying you.
Yeah, well.
I have to pay other people.
You'll pay me somehow. You're paying me all right.
Yeah, thank you, Wayne.
Thanks for joining us. Oh, Maria,
Hey, I got a funny joke that will make Rachel mad too. It's not.
Okay.
It's not bad. So there's a good start to a bad night. There is a man named O'Henry that used to walk out every morning and tend to his garden. And each morning, Father O'Leary would walk by and say, "Oh, Henry, you and the Lord are partners." And this happened for 15 years. And one day he broke down and he said, "Oh, you and the Lord are partners." He goes, "Yeah, but you should have seen the garden when God had it on his own." Does that make sense? I think that's funny. Anyhow, channel kind of grew. I put some music nonsense on there, but I'm lost. I don't know what to do with this channel. So yeah, it's time to ask for help. And the first person to help is Rachel, which is great. I need help. And then I really don't know what I want this channel to do. I mean, if I had my choice, people would become members, donate $5 here and there, and I would hopefully get this house built and then go places. Meet Daith from the Row Room, Dahi from the Row Room, and go meet some musicians out that way towards Amsterdam and Belgium and record it and talk to people and
go to New Jersey.
Go to New Jersey and go to, like, I don't know, California again. Like, I do not have children. I teach, and I could always take time off if I clear it here and there. So my idea is I'm making the transition into full-time music.
Yes, Maria,
I
let's
just-
go together.
I just started my journey as a human. I had some mental baggage and some holdups, and now I'm ready. So hopefully the things that I do will go well.
We'll stop in New Jersey and pick you guys up, and then we'll go to Belgium. We
Yeah.
also have to go to Switzerland and see my
Hostels are
my
super
nephew
cheap.
and my niece have moved over there, so we get to stay over there with them. You get to come with them, with us there, and we can
Yeah.
go to Norway too and see my relatives
Yeah.
over there. They'll house us also, and we'll
The
just
hardest
play
part is
music all the way.
explaining why we're American.
All the way
That's the
music.
hardest part about traveling. Oh,
Maria's packing her
we're not
bags
like the
already.
others.
Atta girl.
Yeah, I would love to go do some
Yeah.
traveling. So that's on our agenda, and the way we figured is if I could
2026.
just break even for doing what this is, it'd be great. I know we're never going to have money doing anything, but I think I owe it to the people around me to make them happy with music, and that's my whole goal. And I would like to go see other things than just what we're doing. Not
pot
the
committed,
bitch.
folks.
I love Hawaii. I'm never
We're
going to
pot
leave
committed.
Hawaii.
This is
but
the mission, and we're going full
yeah,
force.
pot committed. We're going to do it. Oh yeah, Norway.
Oh, Maria, yeah. Maria,
Wonderful.
if we don't get there together and you ever get over there, you let me know. I can help you with.
Should I be playing something? Does people
Bergen, Oslo area. We still have family that has land over there. The sun never shines in the valley though. Rough. But the waterfalls are beautiful. See You Again by Charlie Puth.
Yeah, we've been to Oslo.
Hey,
Nice. My favorite part of was it Oslo or Bergen? Bergen had the
was my favorite.
the lift all the way up.
Yeah.
That was lots of fun. It
Yeah.
was cold
The
though
clam.
up top.
The clam.
Yeah, we had a
Clam?
wonderful meal,
Clam.
and unfortunately, I was drinking then. So
You were drinking. We were both smoking cigarettes.
yeah, smoking cigarettes and drinking. It was at the tail end of being unhappy with the person that I was.
It was an interesting trip.
Yeah, yeah. Birth through 30s, sure was.
We made it through alive.
Want to hear a song I wrote about it? Here it goes.
Yes, let's see. Play some music. Oh yeah, it's a good one. This is one of my favorite originals. Hold on, Wingo. We're doing Wago originals.
Oh
right
man, I actually want to write that down. I'm gonna write that down after I get done playing this song. And I will learn that. I know those names, but I've never learned any music from them.
now. Last call.
Yeah. I can sometimes see myself on a ship sailing so far away towards another place. Tiny little waves won't tip me today. Captain, oh Captain, don't you see those cliffs so far away? I've been drifting for so long that I'd like to right my wrongs. One of these days, one of these nights, one of these docks, I just pray we'll be doing more than sailing by. Stopping before we drive. a sip before we try. Yeah. That one's about not drinking no more.
It gives me chills.
Yeah. I do like the song.
No, I'm not his sister.
Wonderwall, not my sister.
That'd be gross.
No. In this state. Maybe not for the Bible Belt. Maybe not for Kentucky. If anybody's from Kentucky, I apologize. I lived in Nashville. You know,
Wes lives in Kentucky.
there were some
but
cousin
he
friends.
Also makes it gross.
Yeah, there were many cousin friends when I was growing up.
No, I'm his knife.
No, but funny story.
Thank you, Maria.
One person I worked with when I went to a gig, I was in my 20s, like 28, I think. Right
Story
when we,
time. Oh yeah.
right when we
Her
met.
name was Karen, wasn't
Oh,
it?
don't,
She was a
don't
Karen.
dox her. Anyway,
What?
no,
Nobody's
she's
gonna know.
she'll never see this
Don't
channel.
give any other details.
Anywho, she didn't work with me at a famous no.
Oh.
So long story short, she came in and she was like, "Oh, is that your mother?" I
Yeah.
was like, "No, that's my girlfriend."
And this was that was a long time ago. You looked like you were 12 when
I
we
did.
first started dating. So
I'm a man boy. It's okay. When I'm 50, I'll look
Yeah.
like I'm 30. It'll be great. Although the white beard's not helping. It keeps falling out too. It's a real bummer.
Aw,
what
I'll
you
take
can
some
do.
credit for that.
You know what? I don't know if I know the words, so I could try.
No. No Oasis.
How about in the year 2525?
Gentleman Bronco.
Yeah.
Right?
I told somebody
Gentleman Bronco.
somebody-
Great movie if you guys haven't seen Gentleman Bronco.
I said something
Great
stupid the other
movie.
day.
Wingo, play Wonderwall. All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Fine.
Bye, Maria. Aloha.
Okay, fine. Yes, exactly. Okay. Love you. Bye. Don't listen to Rachel. Always listen to Rachel.
I'm supposed to though.
He's supposed to, but he
I haven't seen a therapist in a while, but I'm sure they would agree to listen to Rachel.
Doesn't
It does
always.
dynamic
He
problems
should.
for Rachel too. So
Good night, Maria. Good
night.
Michael. We love you guys.
you
guys go check out Michael's songs.
The
The link is above.
By now, I never realized I care what it's all about. I don't believe in anybody. Listen to the new CD that we put out. You hear that?
Yes, I heard it.
Today's gonna be the day that we're gonna do it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you wanna do. I don't believe in anybody that feels the way I do about you now. Bye. Is that what you do? You just you request Wonderwall?
Yes.
How about this?
Wonderwall.
Can I play it horribly then? Let me just move it up at a fret it's not
play
supposed to be at.
Please play it
keep
terribly.
playing. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you.
Oh,
By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do.
see what you've done here.
It's so hard to sing off key, but I can't. Cause I choose do. Yeah. Hey, you just caught it at the best part of the show.
You came just in time to save us from that.
Oh my god.
Aloha.
Hey, Wingo, thanks for being here. Don't ever request a song again. I'm just joking.
He's not ready to die. Me either. That hurt my ears.
Yeah, that was horrible, wasn't it?
Will you give us a palate cleanser, husband?
Yes. How about this? I'll just give a shout out to Tech Death Hippie.
Yes.
Go subscribe to their channel right now. Go show some love. I watched their live stream today. It was very, very cool. Giving a lesson, showing the intricacies of how to play in drop D, and then associating chordal tonality to it. Super cool. And if my bass player's here, what I just said, layman's terms, is we're going to put the wiggy wiggy on the wuk wuk wuk. That's where we're at. Yeah, that was hard to do. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Oasis. They had like 2 songs back in whatever, and it just is, I don't know. Pop rock really is my thing. I like jam, jazz, fusion now, and then I am a fan of all genres. So it just really depends what we're into and who I'm playing with at the time.
Drop Tech Death?
Yeah, we're going to drop, and can you give
Please
Tech a
connect.
wrench as well?
I don't think I can. I don't
Oh, I
think
have to?
that.
I have
think
no clue
you
how
have
to-
to do that. It might, yeah, you might have to do it on your.
add as a moderator. There we go. Is that it? Standard moderator.
Music makes me aloha.
Cool.
Yes.
Hey, Tech, all musicians that kind of hang out on the channel, I give them a wrench and the ability to toss people off of here. So if you want to, if somebody says anything crazy, if you're ever on here, feel free to throw them off. Music makes me. Do you listen to Victor Wooten? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I wish I had my banjo. I could play many songs. When I play like Sunset Road or Classic Thump for people, it's special because those are the songs like I was talking about with Goat up here, Wing Goat. There's certain songs that take a good amount of time to learn, and those are the ones that you practice over and over again. I can't tell you how many countless hours I played of Victor Wooten, learning how to double thump and how that has led to different patterns while playing. It really is my go-to, and I'm trying to think outside the box. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we trust other musicians that run channels, music channels. This channel that I do here is only music. So in my feed, I don't see anything besides music, which keeps me awesome and creative because I'm able to connect with other musicians on their channels. I would have never found your channel if this channel, all of my channels weren't just music. So anybody who's a musician that's out there learning and trying to teach and do stuff, I'd suggest doing a YouTube channel that's just music is what you watch and what you do. Oh, cool, man. Right on. Yeah. Do you also write, Wing? We were Tech was talking about writing and how to take concepts for chords and put them together so you have like a verse, chorus, or an A form, B form. Yeah, people who are playing like the music that know how to moderate. I don't really cuss or do anything on this channel. I have students that watch the channel. This isn't a kid's channel, but I don't, I don't.
We don't
drop a lot of profanity, and I don't like having spam drops. Sometimes I'll get people that talk religious and politics. I'm non-religious, and I'm not really happy with our current government, so I keep my 2 cents to myself. At least I try to. And then, I just try to encourage people to enjoy music, whatever that is. It's basically who I am. I did become monetized. I just have no clue how to hook it up, and
but you're still working.
But I could get members.
Yeah?
So if people want to support this channel and you're watching this and you dig it and you want to become a member, it's like $1 or $2 a month. That allows you to see music videos and stuff that I do, like the how-tos and the fingerings and progression charts. And you're feel free to ask me any questions anytime. But then on Monday and Tuesday from 9:30 to 10, I do members-only live Q&A where feel free to hang out, write music, ask me questions. If I don't know the answer, I will definitely figure it out. I'm learning the Christmas song. Oh, Peppino, oh, you little mouse, so won't you go away? Yeah, that's fun. What key is it in?
No, don't worry, Wingo. There's no pressure to donate. Just if people.
Oh, nah.
If people can, they can, and if you can't, you can't. You
actually, save your money if you're under 18. Save your money and go to a bank and ask them how to be fiscally responsible. They'll explain if you donate money right now, $1 a day. By the time you're 36, you'll have something like $300,000, and that's a good amount of money to invest in. Nobody ever taught me this when I was young, so I lived my life as a crazy hippie doing things I shouldn't have been doing for 20 years, 30 years.
I'll tell you too, a like and a share goes a long way with YouTube, and that really helps the channel.
Oh,
so
you in Ohio?
The support is great.
It's June.
Yep.
Tech, about 8,
like.
10 years ago, I went through a crisis. I didn't like who I was, so I quit drinking and being who I was. And then after 2 years of being sober and working a job and blah, 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 I realized I didn't like my life. So we quit our jobs and we sold all of our items and we moved to a place that makes us happy. So every day is not vacation. I work every day, extremely hard, all day, every day. And last year I put a crowbar through my hand and I wasn't able to move it. After therapy of 8 months, I'm now finally able to move it, and I don't want to do anything other than play music. So my goal is to go crazy and have fun doing this. Yeah, honestly, it's called exponential rate of growth. And what happens is when you put in $1 every day, it compounds its interest. When you get to X amount of dollars, that interest makes more money off more interest. Therefore, if you have $10,000 compared to $100,000, and then compared to $200,000, you make more money. Most people that can make $500,000 can live off the interest if you live meagerly. do a little bit of improv.
Really do.
Oh, groovy. All right. How about something metalish? Do it metalish.
No, I mean
technically fun.
Wants you to do some fun improv. Go do it.
Good call, Wing. I'll take $5. When you get $5, we'll do $5. I wrote this concept over the top. Maybe you like this one, Tech. This one has a really weird. Oh, you know the sun's going down. We're not gonna be able to see here in a minute.
Oh, you're fine right now.
Cool.
Keep going.
This one is A minor or C major, and it has a weird rhythmic pattern, and it moves up to its dominant and moves it around. So I've got like a. What is it? I pulled this one.
Improv, yeah.
Yeah, I pulled this one out on a band live, improving, and it took like 4 or 5 rounds going around till we finally got it. But the jam on the top of it was so much fun, and I hope you enjoy this one. I hope I can play it again. There it is. Those remind me of like an Incubus kind of groove. Something along those lines, and I like the repetition of it because it has this, for the snare, amazing when we were playing with the drummer, he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 1, and does that 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that last one, because it was 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. It threw us every time, and as soon as the drummer hit it, we were all like, I put on one of those, what is the name of that one? The Boss digital synth, and there's a whole bunch of like steel drum mixed with high-end synth violin, and on my electric, it was ridiculous. I had such a good time. Yeah, the bass lines with contrary motion on there, I can imagine, like I played this once or twice with the same bass player. We're still working on if we could come up with a groove on that, but the not quite counterpoint, but the contrary motion would be amazing. So doing that, having something like, or just, or just something cool over the top, which doesn't make sense, but does. That's kind of how I think in music-wise. Let me think. Is there anything else special that I try? I've been having a rough month. I haven't really written anything. Then again,
just keep improving.
Just keep improv. Have the fun, yes.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
Just noodle it up.
Hi, buddy.
Just noodle it up.
You got me. You shithead.
You keep noodling, and Rufus and I are going to go have a walk. What was that? Okay. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you in a little while. Okay, goodbye.
Also, I gotta think about dinner.
Shut up and play your guitar.
Steely Dan thing.
You're going to Sweet Melinda.
Oh, Peter Rowan. Sweet Melinda, won't you come to my window tonight? Everything gonna be just fine. Sweet Melinda, won't you come to my window tonight? Everything gonna be just right. And I've been trying all night long. Light this candle in the raging storm. Sweet Melinda, come and light the way. Light this candle, let me see the light. Sweet Melinda, won't you come to my window tonight? Everything's gonna be just fine. Sweet Melinda, won't you come to my window tonight? Everything gonna be just fine. Sweet Melinda, sweet Melinda. Oh yeah, Frankenstein. Peter Rowan into what is this? Yeah, isn't that a great tune, Peter Rowan? Anywho, it's getting late here, folks. Tech Death, I'm really grateful you came by, hung out with us. And Wing, thanks for subbing, brother. I mean, I've seen you on the channel before. I will eventually get to the crow. I don't do the charts, but I will go slow enough so it makes sense. Maybe I'll tie together a couple ideas and at least show that one function I was telling you. I'm still working on that function. But when you get the idea of the finger tapping stuff, it opens up other really cool doorways. I'm not a finger tapper, but I don't know. I just kind of made the transition from acoustic onto electric in the last year or so. So I'm looking forward to spreading my wings, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure between like those. Did you get that other text I was talking about? Like, there's a bunch of other really cool channels that are all unique and different, but all the same. It's just people like ourselves that want want to have fun and spread the music community. And you know, there's nothing wrong with having under 500 subs or 10,000 subs or 100,000 subs. There's still beneficial awesomeness. Every time I watch a channel, I learn a little something about something. If nothing else, I learn something about myself. I'm going to keep the subbing them. Cool. Yeah, keep it. Keep subbing them. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think we're going to try to get some grub here. We're canned food people, so another night of chili. Can't tell you how excited I am, folks. Tell Rachel he's better than Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. I got that Jimmy chord. E7 sharp 9. And tell you what, if you got a wrench out there and or you want to throw some of your links in the comment section, for sure, go ahead and do it. If you put triple thumb in front of it, if you don't have a wrench, triple thumb, and you want to make me look at it, I will respond to triple thumbs. And if it's something that I can put on the channel, I definitely will. But it'll probably pop up with hold for review, yada yada. And if you can, check out a couple of the names we were talking about, Tech Death. Dan Anderson, Shredder, lots of fun. If you just say something, he'll yell at your screen and me. It's really fun, high energy. Michael Songs and Maria, they're wonderful. I like Adaith at the Rua Room, original artists from around the world, mostly centered in Europe, but yeah, from everywhere. I've met all sorts of people from everywhere. I've made friends with people from Nigeria. I've made friends with people from the Middle East. Long story short, there's a music community out there, and we don't really necessarily need to even stick to our own genre to be a part of a music community, which is groovy. So pretty cool. Yeah, I can email you. Mine's booking Wago Hana Hou, HANAOHOU. Anywho, let me take a screenshot of that, and I'll give you an email so we can stay in touch. So how you doing? There we go. Cool. Well, anybody else, if you were watching this and you enjoyed it, please thumbs up, subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, tell you what, I think I've got like 2 members. I'm looking for maybe 5, 6, 8, 10 people that enjoy music that would like to show up on Monday, Tuesday, 9:30 to 10 Hawaiian Standard Time. It's only half an hour, but it's for 5, 6, 8, 10 people, whoever want to be members, support my dream. And basically, I want to ask and answer questions, show people how to write song progressions, interest you in something called the circle of fifths, how to use that to find relativity between chords, how to learn the circle fifths, sight reading, all of your family chords, and be able to recite them easily, like A major has 3 sharps, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and then know that A flat has 4 flats. So when we talk about these things, you could assuredly know what chord you're playing, what key you're in, and then show others instantly. Having chord charts, taking them to situations, or being able to explain, hey, I love what you're doing, but I'd love to hear subdivided 16th notes on the ride, and throw me some hemiolas every other measure on the crash, on the bell. It's so much more fun when you can organize the music, and it takes off the years of playing in a practice space to actually writing music and performing. And anybody who is writing, like Tech, and has a band that he's playing with, knows you have to have multiple members. You have to have it fall into the right place. So long story short is, I love teaching. I've got a particular brand of teaching, and every time that I meet somebody, I write a schedule and a syllabus for them, and every time that I get down on it, I learn something new. Teaching theory helps me reinforce my own concepts inside my head, and then it allows me to explore things that I naturally wouldn't have explored unless I had a 14-year-old saying, hey, did you know this band? And I'm like, no. Then I learn it. I'm like, oh, cool. So long story short, I play a lot of, I played a lot of Britney Spears. And I've played a lot of Avril Lavigne, and I've played a lot of Hannah Montana, or what's her name, Miley Cyrus, and as of late, I'm playing an awful lot of Taylor Swift. But the people that are suggesting these, I also try to clue them into who India Ari is, and who the original like souls were. And if they like rap music, and we're talking about beats on drums, we talk about the early rappers like Master P and Grandmaster Mike and stuff like that. So I try to take my own little special brand of information and knowledge that I have, give it to people, and hopefully it encourages them to do a lifelong of music and to love music and other people with that. I've gone through a lot of pain and suffering, and what I realize is everybody's in pain and everybody's suffering, and the first step to understanding myself was to understand that. So if I could help just one person on this channel, maybe seek a therapist, learn music, devote 5 minutes a day to going, ha, 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 ha. I mean, when I tell people to do this, if you're not a great singer and you know how to go, pick one of those notes. How about the third? If you pick one note and play a major scale and sing that note, and eventually you will start to tune with yourself. It doesn't matter what you pick. If we're playing a C minor scale, pick the minor third. You'll be amazed in 1 week after you do that for 5 minutes at morning, at night. I'm not kidding. So the end result is everything comes along in due time. Practicing the practice of practicing is what I teach, and I'm hoping that this channel will gain enough traction so it effectively reaches the audience that it's needed to reach and doesn't get big enough so it becomes a hassle. I hate saying it that way, but I really enjoy this and I want to have fun. Do I like negative harmony? Yeah, it depends on which function. I usually just scoot the circle over and then have C over to the side so it's not divided at noon. So my F major becomes G, my E becomes E flat, so on and so forth. Or F becomes D, so on and so forth. So when I'm writing or I'm listening to music, I'm always thinking about what sort of negative harmony structure I could do. And if I have a hard time writing, like randomly, how about the key of A? A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D major, E major, F sharp minor, and then G sharp diminished, or E7 used as a 5 dominant. Out of all those chords, if I'm playing just a standard progression like, which is our what? Our A, G, D. So we've got a 1 flat 7 4, right? Well, out of there, I could use the relative minors of each key. I could play F sharp minor for A. I could play B minor for the D, and for the G, I could play E minor. Well, why not get weird and play an E major? Common tone substitution. In fact, since I was playing a G major, why not altogether just play an F minor? That is the negative harmony of said chord. So when trying to see like C major, its negative harmony is C minor, just because the C and the G flip and then the E goes to an E flat. When we start thinking about that, it changes the way that it changes the way you think about your own music and other music, because you're like, ooh, this could happen, or this could happen. Also, using secondary dominance, and then I used secondary dominance so much, I think I've kind of really gotten to the point where I understand them super well. What I did not understand is using tritone substitutions, and now that's what I'm kind of been working on the last 6 months. I've got some students I've got working on that. I usually take my intermediate or advanced students and work on stuff that I'm still working on to see if they can shed some nuggets on it. Anyway, I really enjoy hanging out, but I've got to get some food in my belly. I've had a weird long day dealing with credit adjusters and banks and nonsense of life. The hard stuff. To quote Frank Zappa, if it wasn't for music, life would be nothing but bills and deadlines. So thanks for being here tonight and hanging out. Yeah, this is what it is. This channel is just blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's all good. Thanks for hanging out. Right on, Tech. Aloha to you. And for sure, yeah, I'm glad we met. I'm looking forward to watching your channel. You generally do one of your live streams with the full band right when I get off teaching. So I watch it on the way home. Lots of fun. Anyway, Wing, thanks for being here and making the wonderful requests. For my bass player that was up here hanging out, if you ever watch this again, keep going. 5 minutes a day practicing your essentials. Any player that's on here, if you can play C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C through the eyes of C major, move your second finger to the 3rd fret and play C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, which is the second way to play a major Ionian mode. And then the 3rd way, going to the 3rd fret. These are all patterns. And if you haven't already figured out the patterns for guitar and you've been playing for more than 1 year, hire a teacher. Don't worry about the internet. Go hire a teacher. Have them show you that and then start your journey. All this other nonsense on this website, on the YouTube and everywhere makes way more sense when you have just the foundation of musical theory. Cool? Anywho, gotta go eat. Aloha to everyone. Aloha nui. Good night. Oh, your God. Wonderwall. It was fun. Wonderwall out of key was fun. Anyway, aloha. Yeah, modes are the best. I keep talking. Trying to explain modes are just flavors. And when you get to like, how about like low Korean flat 6? When you get to put a hat on a hat and use modes of modes, that usually breaks most of my students' brains on how to use modes, and then reverse modes, how each mode has a reverse mode, which is the exact opposite. So there's just so much to play around with music. I'm grateful that the thing that I love the most, I will never understand all of it. I don't know if it would be possible to understand all of music theory. I am so grateful to do the one thing that I picked in my life that I like, I think I'm okay at. I will never understand completely. That's why it makes it fun. Anyway,
I think you're pretty good at it.
Oh, I think you're pretty swell. Anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. Aloha to you. Be well. All right, Chili.